a small boy with a big heart. He lived in a village nestled near a large forest. Tom was a curious boy, always exploring. He loved to spend his days wandering the woods. One sunny afternoon, I decided to explore a part of the woods I had never seen before. I skipped along a path, humming a happy tune. I wasn't scared, not me. I knew the woods like the back of my hand.
Tom spotted a narrow path he hadn't noticed before.
A new adventure!
He exclaimed and excitedly followed the path. The path led to a clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a dark cave hidden amongst some boulders. Tom, ever the brave one, decided to investigate. He carefully climbed over the boulders. Tom peeked into the cave. It was dark and mysterious.
Hello?
He called out, his voice echoing in the darkness. Suddenly a gruff voice boomed.
Who goes there?
Tom, though a little scared, stood his ground. Out of the shadows stepped a giant. He was taller than the tallest tree Tom had ever seen. He had large hands and a booming voice.
Don't hurt me. My name is Tom. Who are you?
The giant looked down at Tom, and a gentle smile spread across his face.
I am Grimbold,
He said, his voice softer now. Tom quickly realized that Grimbold wasn't as scary as he looked. Grimbold, it turned out, was a kind giant. He was lonely and sad. The villagers, afraid of his size, stayed away from him.
They think I'm scary,
sighed Grimbold, his shoulders slumping. Tom felt sorry for Grimbold. He knew Grimbold was a gentle giant.
Don't worry, Grimbold. I'll show them that you're not scary at all.
Grimbold looked doubtful, but Tom's enthusiasm was contagious. He let out a small chuckle, a rumble that shook the ground around them. Tom spent the rest of the day talking to Grimbold. He learned that Grimbold loved to carve beautiful things out of wood. He even had a collection of tiny birdhouses he had made.
These are amazing, Grimbold. You have to show these to the villagers.
An idea sparked in Tom's mind.
I know just what to do,
he said. He told Grimbold his plan. He would introduce Grimbold to the villagers, and Grimbold could show them his carvings. Grimbold, though hesitant at first, agreed. The next day, Tom went back to the village, his heart pounding with nervous excitement. He knew it wouldn't be easy to convince the villagers, but he was determined to help his friend.
I met someone in the woods. His name is Grimbold, and he's a giant.
A gasp went through the crowd. The villagers were scared.
A giant? He must be dangerous.
No, he's not. He's kind and gentle, I promise.
Tom told them about Grimbold's carvings. He pleaded with them to give Grimbold a chance. Some of the villagers were still scared, but Tom's bravery and conviction convinced them to at least meet Grimbold. Just then, a loud rumble shook the ground. A child screamed. The river that flowed near the village had overflowed its banks. A wall of water was heading towards the village. Panic gripped the villagers. They were trapped. But before they could even react, a towering figure appeared. It was Grimbold. He had heard the commotion and rushed to help.
Look, it's Grimbold.
Grimbold waded into the rushing water. With his enormous strength, he diverted the floodwater away from the village. He used his large hands to build a dam, stopping the water in its tracks. The villagers watched in awe. Grimbold, the giant they had feared, had saved them. Tom beamed. He knew Grimbold would never let him down. After the flood subsided, the villagers approached Grimbold, their fear replaced with gratitude. They thanked him for saving their lives.
Thank you, Grimbold. You saved us.
Grimbold, touched by their appreciation, showed them his intricate carvings. The villagers were amazed by his talent. They saw that Grimbold, despite his size, was a kind and gentle soul.
See, I told you he's kind.
From that day on, Grimbold was welcomed into the village. He helped them with his strength, building bridges and clearing fields. He taught the children how to carve wood, filling their days with laughter. And Tom learned a valuable lesson that day. He learned that it's important to never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes the biggest and scariest looking creatures have the kindest hearts of all. The end.